The repurposing of religion, evangelical support for Trump and the mask of bigotry in the intricate dance of human behavior, individuals often mask their true intentions behind a veneer of virtue and righteousness. A poignant illustration of this phenomenon is evident in the way some evangelicals have repurposed religion to justify bigotry and hatred. The intersection of religious fervor and political allegiance, particularly the support for Donald Trump, reveals a troubling trend where religion is used as a cover for deeper, more sinister motives. This pattern of camouflaging true intentions is not novel in human behavior. It mirrors broader historical and psychological tendencies, from notorious serial killers to institutional abuses. Republican values or social policy concerns are not sincere. It is only a smoke screen to give plausible deniability. The true reason, if you scratch the surface, is due to racism. Racism that stems from a mindset that has a tendency to frame the world in winner or losers, ranking, or even caste system. Trump's mindset is illustrative of this. Trump supporters seem to be of the same mindset. That is why they support him. Many sociologists or historians have done studies revealing that policies like taxes or government regulations, etc., are not really the concern of Trump supporters. Rather, it has more to do with them feeling their status being devalued due to demographic changes and minority groups moving up or infringing on their roles of power or status in society. The camouflage of virtue, religion as a mask religion, has long served as a powerful tool for personal solace and communal identity. Yet, when wielded manipulatively, it can also become a shield for prejudice and malice. Evangelicals' staunch support for Donald Trump, despite his controversial statements and actions, illustrates this phenomenon. For many, Trump's policies and rhetoric on issues like immigration, LGBTQ+ rights, and race align with their personal biases. However, these biases are often cloaked in religious language and justification. Evangelicals who support Trump frequently frame their political choices as aligned with biblical values, masking their underlying support for divisive and discriminatory policies. This strategy allows them to distance themselves from the less palatable aspects of their beliefs, presenting their actions as a form of moral righteousness rather than bigotry. This veneer of virtue is akin to how serial killers like Ted Bundy manage to charm and deceive their victims, hiding their true nature behind a facade of normalcy and likability. Historical patterns of camouflage, from serial killers to institutional abuse. The manipulation of outward appearances to mask darker motives is not limited to political or religious contexts. Ted Bundy, for instance, was a master of disguise. To the public, he was a charming and respectable figure. Privately, he harbored a predatory nature. Bundy's ability to present himself as an upstanding citizen while committing heinous crimes highlights how individuals can use social masks to hide their true intentions. Similarly, the scandal-ridden history of the Catholic Church with regard to homosexuality and sexual abuse underscores how institutional power can be wielded to obscure systemic issues. The Church's repeated instances of covering up abuse and its controversial stances on sexuality demonstrate how religious institutions can project an image of moral authority while concealing deeply rooted problems. Evangelicals, Trump, and the unveiling of true character. The fervent evangelical support for Trump serves as a revealing case study. It uncovers an unsettling truth about the nature of American religious and political landscapes. Many evangelicals justify their support for Trump by focusing on his promises regarding religious freedom, abortion, and judicial appointments. Yet, this support often glosses over his divisive rhetoric and unethical behavior. The willingness to overlook these flaws in favor of perceived political gain suggests that for some, the veneer of religious morality is a convenient cover for underlying prejudices. This phenomenon also reflects broader societal dynamics. The alignment of religious fervor with controversial political figures points to a deeper trend where identity and ideology become intertwined in ways that distort genuine ethical considerations. The support for Trump, despite his many controversies, reveals a selective application of moral principles, where certain behaviors are excused or overlooked if they align with personal or ideological goals. The use of religion as a cover for bigotry and hatred, particularly in the context of evangelical support for Donald Trump, is a striking example of how virtue can be manipulated to mask true motives. This pattern of camouflaging, evident in historical cases from serial killers to institutional abuses, highlights a broader human tendency to obscure less palatable truths behind a facade of respectability. By examining these patterns, we gain insight into the ways in which individuals and groups can repurpose moral or religious values to justify and perpetuate intolerance.